Two planes are flying in opposite directions. The King airplane flies at 300 miles per hour, and the G5 flies at 500 miles per hour. What time will they meet if they are 80 miles apart? First, we have to add the speed of the two planes to get the speed at which they are approaching each other. We add 300x plus 500x to equal the 80 miles apart, and with the added speed of 800 miles per hour, we know that we have to multiply it by a number to get the distance traveled by the two aircraft. We know that they are traveling a total of 80 miles after traveling at the speed of 800 miles per hour for X amount of time. To get X, we divide 80 by 800, which is equivalent to 1/10 of an hour, or 6 minutes.
Alice is up to bat at her softball championship game. She strikes the ball into the outfield and starts sprinting to first base. She curves around first base and stops a few feet away from the base. She waits 2 seconds before realizing the outfield is still chasing the ball. She runs to second and then continues to run to third at the same speed. As she steps on third base, she twists her ankle. Her teammates are yelling at her to run home. Alice gives everything she has left and jogs home, barely making it in time to win the game. The first segment indicates her sprinting to first base. The small horizontal line represents the 2-second pause she takes because there is no movement at this point. The third segment goes farther as she runs to second base. The line starts going towards the x-axis in the fourth segment because as Alice runs to third base, she gets closer to home plate. When she twists her ankle, there is no movement as indicated by the flat line. Finally, she jogs home and reaches the base or the x-axis. The distance time graph is similar to the position time graph, except all of the slopes are positive. The first segment shows the sprint to first, and then the small horizontal line represents the 2-second pause because there is no movement. The third segment is the run to second and third base. The short horizontal line shows the part where Alice twists her ankle. The final segment is the jog to home base.
Caitlin, Alice, and Michaela took a trip to Belmont Park. Alice has brought twice as much money as Caitlin, and Michaela has brought 1/3 as much money as Caitlin. In total, all three girls had $87.52. How much money did each girl have? Since we know that all three girls have a total of $87.52, we know we need to add the three amounts together. Since we know that Alice has twice as much as Caitlin, rewrite this as 2K. Since we know Michaela has 1/3 as much as Caitlin, rewrite this as 1/3 K. To make it simpler to solve, I put them in fraction form with a common denominator of 3. When adding them together, I get 10/3 K is equal to $87.52. In order to isolate the variable, I divide both sides by 10/3. From prior math knowledge, I know that when dividing fractions, I can also multiply by the reciprocal. After multiplying $87.52 by 3/10, we get K is equal to $26.26. In order to solve for how much Alice has brought, we know to multiply $26.26 by 2. We find that Alice brought $52.51. In order to solve for how much money Michaela's brought, we multiply $26.26 by 1/3. We then find that Michaela has brought $8.75.
Alice and Michaela are part of the club Good Neighbor Cleanup and take turns cleaning up the SDSU campus. When Alice cleans the whole campus, it takes her 6 hours, and when Michaela cleans the whole campus by herself, it takes her 4 hours. How long will it take them to clean the campus together?